She is 18 years old, lives in São Paulo, and lately, she is very discouraged. She is saying that it seems that nothing works to her. And 8 months ago, not even the doctor managed to get it right. And the dialogue with the father is becoming increasingly difficult. They work together, and as much as she tries, her father always thinks she does nothing right. At home, it is also not easy to live with, because on the weekend, the father drinks and only serves to offend it. Father, I'm so discouraged and hopeless. I participate in the masses. I confessed recently at commune. I feel my daughter, our family relationships, if they are not cleaned, we miss the opportunity to improve them. I always say that every time I have a difficulty with the father, with mother, with my brother, I need to officialize the difficulty that is happening. You know, the best way we have is to sit and create a meeting where we are able to say, because sometimes we do not formalize our dissatisfaction. You know, what you are telling me, you have to tell your father in a charitable way, the right way. Formalizing my father. The way you are treating me, the way we are relating, not me noted, is good. Sometimes we tell the other that it is right and the way wrong. To this day, I said that on my Twitter. Many times we do not have the wisdom to find the best format to say what we need to say. Here before, a little before, I talked about how often we feel bad within a family context, where others look at you only from the needs they have. If we do not formalize this, the other will continue to treat us all our lives. The maintenance of cruel relationships goes through both parts. So, how many times the father does not resolve the conflict with his son, or vice versa, or conflict with another brother? It is because we never had the courage to say. But it's no use saying the wrong way, because sometimes we say, but there is the screams. I'm leaving the house and starts to scream, and I'm sick, spilling, so full that I'm from that situation. And then the other will not pay attention to what we are saying. You have to be calm. You need to be within reason. And then formalizes that sometimes our family conflicts, they are maintained by our lack of formality. Formality is that you sit in front of each other and talk. I need to talk to you. It can be now. So okay. But what time are we going to talk? In the old days, we had more. The formalization of things. Let's go out to dinner. I need to talk to you. It's not a WhatsApp that will change things, it's not. It is sitting, formalizing that the conflict exists. If I do not formalize this, there is no magic. We who live in community our lives. I even had a weird name, I remember. The priest motivated us to make a colloquium. I had an implication of this word, colloquium. First, we never talk like that. Let's make a colloquium. But what was the colloquium? It was the opportunity we had to send the other shit in an elegant way, with forgiveness of the expression. It was the time when the broth spoiled, but with class. The colloquium, sometimes we went out of two and was going to resolve the pending issues. Rinegrino was the time of the colloquiums, because we had nothing to do. We had to study all day. So you have a lot of conflicts when you have a more unoccupied head. No one left home to study, to work. It was everything indoors. A class of 50 people. Then the priest taught us the dynamics of the colloquium. Then it was you to go out 2 by 2, especially when you had a difficulty with him, and formalize. Look, I can't stand you. And the other listened to Guido Castro. Why don't you stand it? Because you are unbearable. After all, we were already finding paths. Because we couldn't kill each other. Within the seminar, the rule was for us. And that was very good. That we should live as brothers. And the priest was very wise to say, you don't have to be friends with everyone. But you need to be everyone's brother. It's different. You do not need to have intimacy with everyone and ease with everyone, because we are not equal. It would be a hypocrisy to say that we will love each other in the same way. No, it is not. When you gather a group, naturally there, you create Affinities. The affinities will emerge naturally. I can do myself better with Christian, I can give myself a little more difficult with his brother, and I may not support his cousin. Now as I identify that I have difficulty with that, I need to at least find a middle ground, so that our fraternity is not fragile. This is a rule of the kingdom of God. I don't need to have coexistence with everyone. I don't need to be intimate for everyone. And, by the way, the other should even realize when you don't open much guard. It is because you are not wanting to be intimate and stop forcing the bar. You do not have to force the bar of intimacy. The intimacy we offer whom we feel comfortable, and is not obliged to be intimate with others. You are not required to be intimate for everyone. You have the right to keep your guard. Just like Santa Teresa said, didn't you? Download the castle door to those you want to enter and climb the castle door to whom you have respect, but do not want you to participate in your intimacy. So, the blessed colloquium was that opportunity that we had to formalize that the conflict existed, that the difficulty existed, but that we were willing to solve it. The difficulty existed and we wanted to solve it. This is Christianity, and that makes our lives much better. Now, if you extend this difficulty with your father and do not formalize it with it, you will not find the solutions. Without talking, not knowing why your father's difficulty with you and you with him has no growth. It is the old dynamics of confrontation. I've talked so many times that I won't even talk anymore. But I personally, if I do not formalize the opportunity to overcome the conflicts I have with others, I will explode in a totally mistaken way. I will lose charity. Now, is that sometimes you know what I keep thinking? The other is not always willing to realize, the other is not always willing to collaborate, because there are people who are arparina all their lives, that tillage. There are people who have a vocation to be a piddle, complains about everything, all the time she was harmed, all the time she thinks that's it. No, I can't live this role. So when we formalize, we set the limit. Establishing the limit is very positive. This is a sign of respect. Saying the other, this is the place as far as you can come. This is a sign of respect for it. For him not to demuggle role. For him to feel that he has a dignity, that he needs to take care. My people, time is doing this to us. We will allow this learning. It is very natural when the maturity is coming. You feel more right to say what bothers you. Within our homes, this is critical. So that we are a family, so that we are friends, so that we are husband and wife, so that we are brother. There is no other way. Lovers, if you are not formalizing the conflicts you have, give up on the wedding. It is better not even to carry this nonsense. If there is no formality to say, to clarify conflicts, there is no preparation for marriage. Dating is the time when the married life comes out. So, if dating time does not put conflicts on the table, there is no preparation for the wedding. By the way, every time we want to mature in the relationship with the other, it is putting the conflicts on the table. It is looking in the eyes. Look, I won't be treated anymore that way. Can it be like this? We will be clear to each other now. Fidelity is like this. My people, faithfulness is nothing but a pact established from a formalization. You know when you start to be faithful. So, if you are not honest the moment you are no longer faithful, you lose all the reason in front of each other. On Lyso, we can work. Still being difficult even when we formalize? Yes, because there are people who have more difficulty than the other. There are people who have much more difficulty than others. But without the formalization of our conflicts, the difficulties we have, we do not have the right to expect improvements. May we have the courage, the willingness to formalize the conflicts for them to extract a new time for us to live happier, more fulfilled. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey at Path of Faith. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content like this.